blessed, a blessed evening on this blessed holiday. I don't celebrate this holiday, but I know and understand that a lot of people celebrate this holiday. I don't celebrate it, but I'm not here to talk about this holiday. I'm not here to I'm not here to down anyone about this holiday. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not here to do any of that. That's not my intentions. My intention is to talk about this topic, to talk about how this culture of gang culture leads to the demise of ourselves and our family and our loved ones, right? If there's no structure and protocol, if there's no structure and protocol, the results of doing these acts will end up like losing our children, like what just happened in Brooklyn with those two guys riding on the scooters shooting. The attendant, allegedly, the attendant target was the father. It's all coming out. Everything is coming out. I didn't want to talk about it when it dropped. I wanted to wait to see more information about it, right? I don't really, talk about a lot of these things, but I need to talk about it because I have a lot of followers and the fans and people watch me. I have my loved ones watching me. I have my family watching me. I have my mother watching me. I have both my mothers watching me, right? I have my uncles watching me. I have my aunts watching me. I have my brothers and sisters watching me. So they like, yo, Austin, you're not going to say nothing about this? You're not going to say anything about this? People want to hear me talk from a different point of view. And the different point of view is to get in depth in the mindset of this sick, barbaric devil demon mindset, gangster persona way of life that's taking all of us to the afterlife, into these rhyming pens, into these jails. First and foremost, I would like to send my condolences out to the family and the loved ones on losing this beautiful baby that didn't even get a chance at life, didn't know what life were, is, and everything else. This is a sad situation, very sad. And this happened too much often in our communities, in our societies. See, it starts with the thoughts. It starts within here first. It starts within here first. It starts with the traumas and depression on what we see in our neighborhood, right? And we pass this generation curses onto us each and every day by doing these sick, barbaric, devil, demonic, evil acts, by taking law and everything else in our hand and justice, thinking that we're doing the right thing. Now the second suspect, the second individual that did this act, he got caught. Both of them is caught. You see, instantly when they did that, instantly karma came on both of them. Karma. They almost got murdered and killed by that car speeding like that. These individuals didn't know what they was doing. Majority of the time, these individuals are high and drunk when they are committing these acts of terror. I know it all too well. You're not in the right state of mind. And even if you are in the right state of mind, what is the right state of the mind? The right state of the mind is telling you don't do these acts. Now, they saying that the intended target was the father. The intended target was the father. Let me get into that. Let me get into this. Let me tell you something. I don't recommend anybody to live this life as we see it today, as we see it in the present now, right now, living this life, it backdoor you. Do you not see that they got backdoored instantly? Whatever he did to them, it backdoored him, and it backdoored everybody. Basically, what it was trying to do, kill 3 birds with one stone. What I mean by that, one thought of murder, death, killing, and murdering people. I want you to understand this sick, demonic way of life, which you cannot see, which we uphold, this murder, death, kill. You understand what I'm saying? This young girl, the baby, is no longer here. We cannot hear her first steps. We cannot hear her first words and everything else. Her going to school, her graduating, her getting married, her having children, and everything, it is gone by the choices that we make. And I'm not going to get on the father if whether he's in the game or whether he's not in the game. I don't know. This is what they saying. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't know. I could just give my point of view of when I was living this sick, barbaric, demon way of life. How did I move? How I moved? How I moved while I was in it. See, I knew the things that I was doing was wrong, right? Somewhat, I knew it was wrong. Somewhat. But that was the thing to do. Because inside of your community, it pound you being a robber. It pound you being a killer. It pound you being a shooter. It pound you being a gang member, right? It pound you being active, of have motion and movement, of shooting and killing, upholding your neighborhood. So when you are perpetuating taught that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, you're going to commit acts over and over and over again. You're going to commit the acts or whatever acts it may do. When I was in that life, I did not allow my family to be close to me. I did not allow any of my family members to know what I was doing or to see me walking in the streets with them. Majority of my family members. When I did these acts, I did it somewhere else, which is wrong. Which is wrong. You hear me? It is wrong. It is wrong to uphold and live this evil. But the reason why I'm saying, but if you are in this life, and I know many of y'all are in this life, there's rules and regulations on doing things. The rules and regulations is that you don't not allow you out there actively, you're not allowed to walk with your family because you just did something. You just did something to somebody, right? You did something to somebody. So now you walking with your family, that's a no-no. You have to protect your family at all costs, even if it means you being dead and going in the afterlife. And I don't recommend nobody living this life because ultimately it puts you in the afterlife or it puts your loved one in the afterlife. You do something to somebody and somebody knows your family member, knows your children, knows your wife, knows if they can't get you, they coming for you. That's how it go. They coming for you. And this is why in my title, it says by upholding and living this culture life, which has took many to the afterlife into jail for the rest of their life, right? It's not cool because you jeopardize, right, your family life. That's not in this culture. That's not living this life. But you are doing it. Now that you do these acts, you go hide and you walk in the street with your family. You just rob somebody, stab somebody, shot somebody, or lay somebody down, and they know where you live at, and they know your family, and they know this, and they know that. So now you put your family in harm's way. You put your family in harm's way. Now what? Now, this is wrong. Now, the act that you have done to somebody, let's just say that's karma. That's why I don't live it, man. That's why I don't like talking about this, because somebody may feel a way, they may feel something that I'm saying something about this. They may feel some way. They may feel some way. They may feel some way. But we have to talk about this. We have to discuss this. Because the things that we do in the street, it affects our loved ones and our family. It affects them. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your mindset. Do you understand that? You have to change your mindset. You have to. You have to. And the reason why you have to is because you know what's really, really important? Is because you don't end up harmed or hurt, but your family and loved ones do, because the decisions that you make in your life. It's not cool. When I was living that life, I didn't want my family to know what I was doing. I kept them far away, and I kept far away from them. Even though it was wrong. Even though it was wrong. You understand that? Even though it was wrong. I didn't allow my family to know what I was doing, and my family didn't know. They didn't know what I was doing, right? And I didn't know what they was doing. I know what they was doing, but they didn't know what I was doing. I kept that far away. A lot of incidents, a lot of them, a lot of them. The behavior and stuff like this is going to cause you your life. It's going to cause somebody to get hurt and murdered in the streets because the acts that we do. And then, you doing these acts or whatever the case may be, and not even knowing and caring and watching when you are outside, out and about, you walking with your family. That's not cool, man. You keep your family out of your business. If you just did an act, if you just did something to somebody, you go outside. You don't walk with your family or anything. You don't tell them. You don't. You tell them. You be like, you know what? Nah, this stay now. So I'm gonna go take care of that. So if something happened to you, then so be it. Then so be it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't live this life, and you shouldn't live it too. This is the results of you living this life, man. Now, this message is, I know a lot of people, they're going to disagree with me. They're not going to really rock out with me, right? And they're not going to really say anything. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to disagree with me. They're going to disagree with me. But this life has took many of us, innocent people, because of the negligence of the choices that we make in our life. They caught both the suspects. They caught both of them instantly. And how they catch you, they follow the cameras. They follow the camera. The cameras is all on the highways. Wherever you can't go nowhere, it's all on the plane. It's all everywhere. Step by step, you ain't getting away. That's why the camera's there. They may not stop the act, but after the act is done, they catch you. You understand? They can't stop the thought. They cannot stop the act of you thinking, of you putting this in your mind and shooting, killing somebody. or murder somebody, or stabbing somebody up, or robbing somebody, whatever the case may be. But they follow the cameras. And that's how they catch you. Camera, camera, camera. And that's how they catch you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not. And this ain't about no content. This ain't about none of that stuff, man. This is about telling the truth. Because the things that you're doing, your family and your loved ones going to be crying. They're going to be crying, man. You don't care about that? You don't care about your daughter, your son, your children's mother, your wife, your mother, your father, whoever the case may be, that they crying for your life so that you can get it right? You don't care? It don't hurt? These acts that we doing, you think that it's not gonna be unchecked by somebody or someone that may know your whereabouts, that may backstab you and backdoor you and set you up and tell you where you at, so they can get the drop on you and everything else, so they can come and do them and send you to the afterlife, and they can't catch you, they catch your family members because the acts that you're doing. It's not worth it, man. And then you living with regret and everything else. And then now you sitting back plotting and planning, trying to get back. I want you to think about it because I love you. I don't want you to end up dead and gone. I don't want you to end up in jail. I don't want you to end up an organ donor and everything else. I don't want that for you. I don't. I don't care what age you are. I don't. You know, it hurts. It hurts. It really hurts, man, to see each and every one of us going these plantations and dead and gone. They put the sheet over your body and stuff like that, you know? We gotta move better. We gotta think better, man. There's not too many of us out here. It's not too many of us out here, you know? And it's sad. And I love to send my condolences to the family and the loved ones of losing this young, beautiful young girl, man, that didn't even get a chance at life. So they caught both of them. They caught both of them. They caught both of these individuals that was riding the moped that saw them. They must have saw him from deep and knew what he had on and knew, got the drop on him, knew that he was gonna come outside or was waiting on him. Like that was, it's crazy, man. You need closure. You need to tell the truth. But it's sad. You need to tell the truth. Why this happened? So you can have closure for your baby girl. Why did they retaliate? Why did they shoot and order everything? And then it hit your son, graze your son too. Thank the Lord. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. This life, this gangster persona life is going to backdoor you in the end. Then, then they're going to ask them where they get the guns at, who sent you. They're going to question them. Who knows if they're going to tell? Who knows? This is how this thing goes. Living this life, man, is you know, is endless. Meaning it is endless. Meaning that it's ignorance. It is going to end with you dead and gone. It's endless, and it's going to keep perpetuating, 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 taking the next generation under. You have to change the narrative. We have to change the narrative. And by changing the narrative, if we give up this gangster persona life, graveyards, jail, life in prison, organ donor, fertilizer, that's the results. You can switch it around. You can change the narrative. You can change the narrative. You have the abilities. Whoever you are out there. Whatever set that you claim, whatever set that you claim, you can raise the bar by going to school, getting a college degree, having motion movement, or vocational training, and everything else. Set the bar for the next man, for the next woman. Change the narrative. I know it's easy. I know it's easy said than done, but you can do it if you keep pounding, pounding, pounding. And how you pound is by the first initiative is by watching this video. The second one is praying to the Alpha Omega, the created everything existing. Share and like and get this information out. She didn't have to lose her life because of negligence and choices people made. I'm not going to keep on with this and pounding you for this, but this is the wrong decision. And the individuals that did this, you're going to pay for this. That life backdoor you too. It backdoor you. In the end, I just want to send my condolences out to the family. The reason why I didn't say it right away because I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait. I wanted more information to come out. And everybody's saying that you know, the father is active. The father's active. The father's active. I don't know if he's active. I'm not going to sit here and say that. You know, the streets talk. It don't love nobody. It don't love you. You understand? It don't care about you. This sick, barbaric, devil, demon mindset doesn't care about anybody. It's ready to kill anybody. 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 It don't care because it's not human. So you think it care about human being? No. It's not human. It only cares about its species. The more they kill us, the more bigger that they get. They lurk in the shadows where you cannot see them after you. Just want to send my condolences out. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace.